Gohan fans, you don't want to miss out on this. To commemorate Gohan's victory over Cell Max, check out the brand new Special Beast Cannon merchandise line available right now in the Geekdom 101 store in multiple sizes and colors. You don't want to wait. This one is limited edition for the most hardcore Gohan fans out there. Check it out. I'll leave a link down below so you can get your piece of history. Gohan doing the Special Beast Cannon. Oh boy, this episode of Super Dragon Ball Heroes is going to cause a lot of debate in the fandom. People are already talking about it. Ultra Instinct Goku finally, he battles Super Saiyan 4, and not just Super Saiyan 4 Goku, the Time Patrol version, obviously, or the Heroes version, Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4. The updated version, the Heroes upgrade to Super Saiyan 4, is beaten by Ultra Instinct. Look, there's no doubt that Super Saiyan 4 is powerful. I always thought that Ultra Instinct, because of its speed advantage and the way it's portrayed in Super, was beyond it. But now the people who make Super Dragon Ball Heroes, one of them being Tadayoshi Yamamura, who worked on Dragon Ball Super, according to the story, man, Ultra Instinct has won. But I want to remind you, even though this is official material for the game Super Dragon Ball Heroes, it's just a promotional anime for a video game that 99% of you will never play because it's in Japan. You know, we can play the Switch version, but the actual arcade version is Japan. So you don't have to take it seriously. I think too many people take this way, way too seriously. Like I've said before, Super Dragon Ball Heroes is just what it is. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it here. Super Dragon Ball Heroes Ultra God Mission Episode 10. There's been talk for the past week or so that Ultra God Mission will be ending soon. Not sure if they have something else planned or if they're just going to end it here. They're probably going to keep promoting this thing. But let's go ahead and discuss the episode, which just came out like a few hours ago. And not only is it episode 10 of the Ultra God Mission, it's, I believe, episode 50. Complete 50th episode of Super Dragon Ball Heroes. I don't really care, but it's still a fun fact. The episode starts with Demigra's big ki blast, and then Super Saiyan Blue Goku and future Gohan are still dealing with the blast. We saw in the last chapter, or in the last episode, that cool, like, father-son, grandson moment. That was pretty cool. It's cheap fan service, but I liked it. This continues that. But oh no, that's not the end of the fan service. First of all, the beam struggle was animated relatively well. It's Yamamura, so I can't expect much out of that. Not the current Yamamura, but nevertheless, back to the episode. During the beam struggle, Goku goes from UI Omen to the silver-haired perfected Ultra Instinct, and then Bardock goes from Super Saiyan 3 to Super Saiyan 4. Literally, he powers up from 3 to 4. So the fan service is afoot here to the max. And then what I found funny was they showed future Gohan powering up, but he didn't get a new form. He just powered up. Like, he just glows stronger. And I'm like, all right, don't you think it might be a good idea if you're going to sell these cards and do fan servicey BS like this? Wouldn't it be a good idea to give future Gohan something else? I don't mean like Beast, but you could give him Super Saiyan 3. Maybe he did go into SS2 and I wasn't paying attention, but it was nowhere near as impressive as the other two, and it felt kind of funny the way they put it in there. And besides just that, it took the combined effort of Ios and Chronoa, the two Supreme Kais of Time, to be able to give this power-up more meaning and close the gap. This is all building to the big main event of the episode, Goku versus Goku. Goku from Super, with access to the God Ki and the God forms and the Ultra Instinct, which he does use here, versus Xeno Goku with the power of Super Saiyan 4 Limit Breaker. And it's a shame that something this awesome with this much potential was wasted in Super. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Having something like this in like a big screen Dragon Ball project in a theater or something, not just the promo anime, with better animators, better choreographers, and have it be a huge crossover event, people would pay very good money for that. People would go in droves to go see that, and yet it's wasted here on a promo for a video game that's only available in Japan. It's just, like I've said before, yo, it's mind boggling trying to figure out how these Japanese companies make their decisions. I'm talking about Shueisha, Toei, and Bandai of Japan. It's very strange. Believe it or not, though, there's a couple of parts of this fight that's completely badass. We see the speed of Ultra Instinct, the durability of SS4 Limit Breaker. They're beating each other up back and forth. I'm just like, man, this is actually, for a Heroes episode, pretty damn awesome. But come on, man. Why couldn't we get this for real? There's a really badass sequence where SS4 Limit Breaker Goku fires a Kamehameha, and then Ultra Instinct Goku gets behind him, and then Goku uses his tail, like SS4 tail, to wrap around UI Goku. And I'm thinking, oh yeah, the tail. He never used the tail to actually inflict damage. At least, well, if he did, it was a long time ago when I saw it. It's been a while. And it's like, it just hit me like how awesome that reference was. And by the way, don't forget that we did see a similar fight earlier, I think in the first episode of Heroes, but that was garbage, and the Heroes manga did it way better. Here, this could be like them saying, hey, take this too. Either way, either one of those two fights, while I enjoy this one a heck of a lot more than the first one, there is some cool stuff here, it's not gonna in any way overcome the fact this is a short web promotional anime, and we're not going to get a fully fleshed fight. But for hero standards, it's pretty damn good. Now, what I found interesting was they played the credits around like the 7 or so minute mark, 6-7 minutes, and I was like, wait a minute, like, that's it? But then they come back from the credits and the fight continues. So, okay, that's going to confuse some people because it confused me. So what ends up happening is Ultra Instinct Goku connects with a left hook to Super Saiyan 4 Goku's face, and Super Saiyan 4 Goku goes down, and that's ultimately the finishing blow of this fight. And it was pretty cool because as the fight was going on, there were people from the entire multiverse that were watching it. Again, what a shame that this was wasted in Heroes. I say that a lot, but it is a shame. So everyone says their goodbyes. You've got Gohan and Future Trunks. Future Gohan, Future Trunks. For two different timelines. You know, it was Trunks' ability to see Gohan again, his mentor. That's a good scene, especially if you're, you know, if you, and most people are fans of the Trunks special. You know, that matters. So while the Ultra God mission is over, it's not the end of Heroes, obviously, because of a couple things. First of all, earlier in the episode, there's a conversation between Ios and Cronoa, and Ios tells Cronoa straight up, like, you know, no matter what, somebody, you know, no matter what, a big, well, not no matter what, but it's possible that a bigger threat could show up than Demigra. So, again, I don't know where that rumor started. Maybe they just meant that Ultimate or Ultra God mission was ending, because that is true. But the idea was that the Goku versus Goku fight here ties all the way back to the very beginning of the Heroes promo anime. That's the idea. They bookend it like that. So that part at least feels like an ending. And then the other reason as to why we know it's not over is that there's a teaser for the very next episode, which is going to be called The Demon Invaders Arc Begins, a Dark Shadow Strikes the Earth. So, yes, a new, I don't know if you want to call it season. It's hard to say that. Story arc. Let's just say story arc of Heroes will begin. How will it differentiate from the rest of it? Probably not by much, but hey, it's there, and we'll all talk about it when it comes. So those are my thoughts. A better episode of Heroes than normal. However, still, it's Heroes. You should know by now what to expect. Anyways, y'all, take care. God bless you. We'll talk soon.